What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and I was going to give you guys a double Young Justice video today, but I want to get this discussion video out before it's kind of an irrelevant topic, which it probably already is at this point because it's the internet, but fuck it, I'm going to make it anyway. Does Captain America Civil War have a huge problem? Now, I don't know if this is a huge problem, that's why it's a question mark, but I did find something kind of wonky with the continuity, and I want to know what you guys think. I rewatched Avengers Age of Ultron recently, and when I was watching the movie, I noticed some things. Spoilers ahead for anybody who hasn't seen Captain America Civil War or Age of Ultron. I'm assuming you probably have, but, you know, spoilers ahead. Or if you're just interested in the topic and you don't care about spoilers. Basically, in Captain America Civil War, they talk about, and this was kind of in the trailer anyway, but they show footage of Sokovia and New York and the Avengers fighting the Chitauri aliens and fighting the Ultron soldiers and how buildings were collapsing and people were dying, and it's like, oh, you guys just caused all this collateral destruction, and, you know, but what's interesting, and I know this wasn't the entire point, it's not like they were trying to say, oh, you aren't saving anybody, you're just causing all this destruction, and people are dying, but Tony, you know, when he gets confronted by that woman, and it's like, oh, here's my son, he died when you were fighting, and it's like, do you even care that he died? And, you know, and he shows everyone the picture, like, oh yeah, look at this guy that we didn't give a shit about. And it's like, okay, well, hold on. Rewind to Age of Ultron. I'm watching Age of Ultron. A building's collapsing. Oh, shit. Tony went inside the building and told these people to get in the tub and rescued them. And Captain America was like, you know, I'm not leaving this rock until everybody's off of it. And they had, like, the evacuation ships, and they were saving people. Hawkeye went back for a kid. Quicksilver died to save Hawkeye and that kid. But they weren't saving anybody. They were just, oh, we dropped a building on this black guy, and he died. And that's like, oh, we didn't give a shit, but yet you went into a building and individually saved 3 people in a bathtub. So it's kind of like, wait a minute. And it's never brought up how many people they saved on Sokovia, like how many people got to the evacuation ships. You know, yeah, the city got destroyed, that sucks. That definitely needs to be put in check, because that's a massive event, a city getting wrecked, or a chunk of a city getting wrecked. But still, I feel like, yeah, the fact that they were saving people kind of contradicts what Tony was saying with that picture that he got from that woman, that mother. It just, you know, he clearly did care about the individual lives enough to go inside of a collapsing building and save them. And also in terms of personality, and not so much in Age of Ultron, but in like a lot of the Iron Man movies, and maybe this is just Tony maturing or changing perspective, but he's always been very anti-government. So for him to suddenly be very gung-ho with the government is a little weird. It's not something I realized when I first watched the movie, and, you know, like I said, maybe he has matured a bit, maybe he's trying to change his perspective, that's fine. Captain America, though, his stance in Civil War very much feels like, you know, it sucks when people die, we're going to try and save, you know, people, but if people die, that's going to happen. But in Age of Ultron, he's like, we're not leaving this rock until everyone's off of it. Like, he didn't want to leave until everyone was off of this thing. He wanted to save everybody. And it's kind of like, okay, but yet in Civil War, you're okay with, you know, sacrifices being made for the greater good. I'm wording that wrong. He wants, I guess you could say it's still the same character. It's still the same basic idea. It's just, we try to save people. If some people happen to die, you know, it sucks, we didn't want that to happen, but for the greater good, we gotta keep pushing forward. That's basically his perspective. So Captain America maybe isn't so bad when it comes to that, but it seemed like it didn't jive with Age of Ultron that well to me. But what did you guys think? Do you think I'm off base? Is there something I'm missing? Again, I haven't seen Civil War twice. Maybe the government paperwork had some other things in it that I don't remember because I haven't seen the movie. Again, this is not a smoking gun thing, you know, this is just something, just food for thought, really. Just kind of my 2 cents on something that seemed a little bit iffy with the continuity. Especially the fact that they saved so many lives and it's never brought up. It's just like, oh yeah, we dropped buildings on this black guy and he died, and it's like, we didn't even care. And it's like, no, that's not really what was depicted in Age of Ultron, but, you know. Like I said, Hawkeye went back for this kid, nearly died. Pedro, you know, Quicksilver, whatever the fuck his name was, because they couldn't call him Quicksilver, he died protecting Hawkeye and this kid. You know, all the evacuation ships, you know, Tony going in with the bathtub, all that shit. Ironically, in a collapsing building, he saved these people. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm not giving any opinion one way or the other. I'm not saying this ruins Civil War. I'm not saying either movie's bad. Once again, not a smoking gun. I'm just simply proposing some information to you guys to hear what you guys think in the comment section below about the continuity here. And if you guys explain to me that you think there's nothing wrong here, I'll be happy to listen. If you guys do have some issues, go ahead, feel free. For me, I have to see Civil War again. I have to really look at it to see if there's a continuity error here. But I just thought it was kind of interesting since this is such a popular movie right now and everyone says it's just so perfect. If there was a situation where the continuity was really had that big of an issue, I think it'd be something that's worth talking about. But with all that being said, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. If you watched this entire video, you must have liked it at least a little bit. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.